Welcome to the Full Charge Power Hour. I'm Matt Fulcheron. I'm here with Craig Coleman.
I'm Craig Coleman.
As usual, we got a chill podcast today.
All right.
I edit this podcast. I live in this podcast.
Yeah.
This is all I do now.
Yeah.
Is tape this, and then watch this, and then cut it up, make it into junk food.
Mm-hmm.
Spit it out there.
Serve it to the masses, yo.
So people can watch it for 4 seconds.
There it is.
The initial surge and excitement still here, but I think we can have a chilled out
All right.
Full Charge Power Hour after dark.
Hey, why not?
Today
dude?
we're gonna watch some clips.
Little after.
We're gonna
I like that.
we're gonna talk to Eric Wendell.
Mm-hmm.
I want to remind everybody to pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/the full charge. Pledge $1, $2, $8 million.
That'd be great.
It's different for everybody.
That'd be great.
Some people got $8 million
Some people do.
burning a hole in their pocket.
That they're like, what do I just do with this?
Some people really don't have the one.
Yeah, I mean, why give to some charity that's probably not even going to stop whatever it is you sent the money to?
Right.
Why not give it to these two knuckleheads?
Give it to this charity.
We'll have a good goddamn time.
We're giving to your loneliness charity.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving to your boredom charity.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to be in NorCal. I'm going to be in Crescent City.
Crescent City, here it comes.
July 13th.
Shit.
San Francisco, California.
Whoa, they don't even know what's happening right now.
July 23rd. And San Luis Obispo, August 30th. August 31st.
There's 3 lucky cities right there.
I love NorCal.
Fucking
And I'll
NorCal's
be happy
great, dude.
to be in NorCal. And that's the only thing I have planned today is those announcements.
Nice. Nice.
We got the idea.
Uh-huh.
See, this is so great. We're in a great studio now.
Yeah.
We should plug All Things Comedy
Yeah.
for being so generous.
Damn straight, dude.
And we look good on these cameras. We used to just do it on some rinky-dink stuff. No offense.
From home.
No disrespect to people that actually sent us equipment.
Yeah.
This podcast definitely depends on the kindness of strangers.
True.
And one of my in-laws.
Doing the Lord's work.
But we're happy to be here, and not only can we can get Wendell on the Zoom,
Which looks great.
and Brennan Tassif on the Zoom
I mean,
for the Was I a Dick
it's
segments.
fucking international. I mean, even
But-
though we're all in the same country.
Yeah, no, we have international listeners.
I know we do.
We have
I chatted with one from Eastern Europe just the other day.
We got a couple guys named Liam out there.
Yeah. Annapolis, what's up? What's up, homie?
We got Australia. We even got
Yeah.
somebody listening illegally in Russia.
That's even greater.
No disrespect, I don't mean to call you out.
I just like that there's somebody in the shadow of night who has to secretly listen to this.
Yeah.
And if you might get murdered for that, I'm sorry.
Well, you're probably already in Siberia if you're listening to us.
That looks rough.
I'm sure they pass around podcasts over there.
Have you heard this, though, my friend?
These guys.
Drinking vodka and like these two fucking guys over here, and it's in Burbank, I believe.
They work sometimes they don't work. They're
Yes.
bitching about work. They're bitching about not working.
One guy you can literally watch get fatter as show continues.
One guy screaming at neighbors even though he doesn't know how much he's got it made.
Fucking Americans.
Upset about Torrance just because it is not beach. It's California, no less. No? This is what you do, and I know Brian does it too, because Brian's been on this podcast talking about clips, like he just kind of casually watches them, and then I'll go on his Instagram, and his Instagram will be clips of people getting hurt, people falling down. This will be new for me because I stay away from those clips.
Yeah.
I'm like really, really guarded against the internet.
Right.
I don't want to see anything that might be on 4chan. I don't want to see any like malicious shit. I don't want to see any violence.
Right.
I don't want to see any victims. But since I'm unprepared today, that means we're going to see all this stuff. That means I'm going to be editing this shit for a week.
Yeah, so I kept it to no violence.
Okay, good.
There was a couple clips that I was like, that's good stuff right there.
Well, because I was at the Improv on Saturday night, and I was at the bar, and I just casually looked up at the TV. It's the news, and people are just getting shot.
Yeah.
On the news now.
Right.
Like, that's not a big deal. No warning.
This is
true. Nothing. Not only is it happening on the news, a business establishment, a restaurant essentially.
Right.
It's like, yeah, this won't ruin your appetite. Here's some people getting shot. No one was interested in changing it.
Right. Yeah.
It looked like something out of like the movie Demolition Man. Then Trump was on like, we will have retribution. Like this. It's just like we live in a post-apocalyptic world.
True.
You know?
I'm not going to deny that. It's kind of like a Death Wish movie.
There was that expression, the revolution will not be televised, but
it is.
But the apocalypse will be.
Apocalypse is, yeah. That's
the cameras are still up and running.
Yeah, still rolling.
They have to compete with snuff film now. So that's what we're doing. And
yeah.
Which brings us to our first segment of the day.
It's all out there, buddy. Yeah. So I put maybe a couple on here that are kind of a little violent, but nothing. Like there was one I saw.
I love that. A little violent.
A little violent. Like I was watching.
It's like being a little homeless.
Yeah, I was watching one that I found highly entertaining. It's bullies getting theirs.
Oh, that's nice.
And so this little skinny dude is just talking mad shit to this kid. They're at school.
Yeah.
This kid's way bigger than him.
Sure.
And the kid's just not reacting.
Sure.
And this little dude just like, yeah, what the fuck, bitch? What you gonna do, bitch? And like,
oh, man.
Getting in his face, and he's just kind of standing there and just looking at him. Doesn't do anything. Little man finally, whack, smacks him. This big guy just grabs this little dude, lifts him up over his head, and just does some WWF moves. Throws him down on the ground.
Yeah.
And like this kid can't walk. He's all like stumbling around, can't walk. And I'm like, yeah.
Well,
that's what happens.
I'm glad we give spoilers out here because we don't want the faint at heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Trigger warnings.
And that includes me. Like I'm glad I know what I'm getting into. And
so
I already like this guy that threw the other guy on the ground.
I do too.
I'm not a fan of this berating people.
No, me either. Not a fan at all. But I'm a huge fan of these videos where someone's just talking mad shit to somebody, and then finally that's somebody that, because they usually always wait for that one person to connect.
Yeah.
And then it's like, now I can do whatever I want.
Sure. Yeah.
You assaulted me first.
I love the one where the guy is jumping out of trash cans. This is a classic.
Uh-huh.
It's an internet classic. This skinny, again, a skinny dude is jumping out of trash cans.
Right.
And then
to scare
scaring
people. Okay.
And then one dude who was probably, I'm assuming, raised in a less privileged environment, because when someone jumps up in front of him, he just clocks the guy by reaction.
Done.
Like that might happen around the stairwell where he lives.
Right.
And he's like,
you got to be ready.
That might be ha-ha in your neighborhood. I'm assuming a lot here, but I think I'm right.
Yeah.
Like if someone popped out of a trash can, I wouldn't crack him in the face.
Right.
But this guy that we're talking about, if I was berated enough.
Yeah, dude. The guy's ready to go.
Which I can't think of anything more embarrassing than being 50 and in court for like punching someone in the face.
Right.
Who knows? Speaking of the apocalypse, who knows how it's going to
go? No doubt. No doubt.
So do we have this clip? This is all in. Okay, I was looking at a text. By the way, okay, here we go.
So this is. I thought of Eric Wendell when we saw this one at first. So this guy's mad at the drive-thru. Throws his drinks fucking in the window, right?
What the fuck?
Just a dick. And this chick,
nice
dumb fucking bitch, puts the claw hammer into the driver's window.
So she's just got that hammer ready.
That hammer's ready, dude.
In case anyone fucks with it. She just gave him the biggest homework assignment of his life.
Yeah.
He's got to go get that fixed.
Yeah.
He's got to go through insurance.
Right. There's $200.
And not to mention those coffees are expensive too. That he's just throwing it.
Yeah, he just wasted $12.
I respect that woman.
I absolutely respect
It's sad
her.
this is the society we live in, but
I mean, look, we can judge We got a scooter that's parked by the drive-thru, so I think she's living in one of these neighborhoods where you're talking about like you don't jump out of trash cans and scare people.
I like how she calls him a dumb fucking bitch.
Dumb fucking bitch.
Because that's what he is.
Yes.
Like, he's dressed all nice or whatever.
Yeah, he's just a total ass.
Boom!
And she is not playing. She's like, before you leave. I like that he knew to just drive away.
Yeah, no, this is not his first rodeo.
Right, yeah.
Like, this is how this guy lives his life.
Yeah, yeah.
He knew he was going to have to get out of there quick anyway.
Right.
He really doesn't get out there very quickly.
No, he doesn't.
And he's honestly lucky that's not his knuckles.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd give this girl a raise.
Dumb fucking bitch.
Dumb fucking beach.
All right, let's see if we can go to the next one.
That's a good one, huh?
But that is an instant classic
That's a
here in the Full
classic.
Charge Power Hour. And I kind of wish we brought Wendell in for the day to
Yeah,
look at some
maybe
of
he
these.
could've-
They seem like his kind of people so far.
Because I don't think he's the...
I think he's both. I think he
could be both. Yeah,
mean,
yeah, you're not wrong.
I know he's never... Oh,
Right.
what is this?
This is awesome fireworks mishap. So the fireworks shot over behind the car, which is where they obviously were storing the rest of the fireworks. And it
Oh
blew
my
up
God.
the entire batch of illegal fireworks. See the Roman candles just shooting through across the camera?
Let's see this one more time.
The whole family sitting here. Safe distance. Look, they think they're all at a good safe
Yeah.
distance until... Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Grab the baby. Grab the baby.
That little kid.
Let's grab the baby. Here goes like $200 worth of fireworks.
I feel like this is the reality for a lot of countries, and then the U.S. just does it to
For
itself.
fun.
On accident. We have
Right.
that much dynamite.
Right.
Just lying
that we do
around.
it once a year as a good celebration.
And two of these kids, these people never move so fast in their life.
No, she grabbed...
Two of these kids really get exploded on.
I like that she grabbed the baby, but then stopped to wait until Vietnam occurred. I mean, wow. Look, it just laid waste to the seating area.
Yeah, this was all right. Thanks, Aaron. We could.
Somebody would
we
have
could cut
definitely
that
lost
one.
an eye on that one.
This was my first experience with fireworks. Was the neighborhood adults were lighting off fireworks
After
And
drinking for several
it's
hours.
so funny how you think when you're a kid that adults are intelligent.
Yeah.
Because they're really just kids with more rights.
Right, until
and
you
more
become
money.
one. Yeah, then you're like, oh, you guys just were forced to be responsible.
And this guy, he had his Roman candle, and he's pointing it upside down, and he's just sitting there with the biggest smile on his face, like, I can't wait for this Roman candle to go off. And everybody's just going, dude,
Turn it around.
it's like pointing at your leg. You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck.
Shit.
It's the first time I heard the expression, you dumb fuck.
You dumb fuck. That's awesome.
And then he slowly turns it around and fires off at the last minute.
Right. Oh,
And,
got lucky.
It's just...
You're like, hey, anybody meet Four Finger Louie over here?
Yeah, that's your whole life.
Tell them how you lost your finger.
That's your whole life from then on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Crazy to me. All right. Oh, what is this one? What is this one, Craig?
Oh, this is... So I'm not sure this is a singer. Look at this. A bat lands on her dress. There's a couple people in the crowd that see it.
Yeah.
She's just dancing around, and she's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
There's a fucking flying bat on my leg right now. Can someone help me, please?
Oh.
Yeah. No one's rushing in.
Come on, bass player.
Come on, road crew. You know you love her.
You ain't gonna get by on that
You
opening
know
string.
you got a crush on this lady.
Yeah, now's your chance to get in close.
Yeah, just grab the fucking bat already.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
That.
And
And
there
so
she
what?
goes. She gets.
Does she have? She has to get rabies
yeah,
shots
you get rabies
now?
shots after that. There's no
Oh
way
my
around
God.
it. No way around it. Look at this guy. See, baseball hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't missing he was watching her the whole time. He's like, what the fuck is that? It's a bat.
What band is this?
I don't know. What's her name? Taylor Momsen? Momsen?
That's an attractive woman.
She's very, very. So she's just a pop star we've never heard of.
Thanks, Aaron. So is this like somebody threw that at her?
No, that's just out flying around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know.
She's like a reluctant Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. So like at dusk, you can start to see bats in the air. You think it's a bird.
Oh, I know.
But
Trust me, I come from a place where
there's bats.
as soon as it was dusk, there was like
they're
10,
out.
and us neighborhood kids, this is before the iPad.
Right.
We used to throw rocks at the bats.
Of course.
Because why wouldn't you? The
Of
fireflies
course.
aren't out just yet.
Yeah, of course.
Somebody hit one, and it landed on the ground.
Oh.
And so everybody's around it, and that was 10 times more terrifying to the mothers in the neighborhood than the fireworks
now that
taking
there's
off.
the bat half alive on the ground?
Because
Yeah, for sure.
this is dead in the heat of the rabies scare.
Uh-huh.
Everyone was scared of getting rabies.
Yeah, without
and
a
rabies
doubt.
shots. Because you couldn't just get rid of rabies willy-nilly back then.
Right. Oh, no.
You had to get a shot that went halfway, like
big
through your
old
stomach,
shots. Yeah.
into your spine practically.
Right.
And so,
And several.
yeah. But then you got, in Austin, they got that cave where bats, I haven't seen it, but bats just come flying out
Right.
like
from
the
a
winds.
from a movie.
like Scooby-Doo or something. Yeah.
That's the best description ever. Yeah.
Just full on haunted house.
Yeah, dude.
Just
no
full on
thanks.
Indiana Jones, Force of Nature,
No thank you.
Alfred Hitchcock, madness. I don't want to be anywhere near just even one bat. We had a bat in my house one time when I was a kid.
Oh, getting those suckers out hard.
And my dad was out of town on business.
Oh,
And so the
shoot.
neighbor had to come over with a broom.
That's
and
great.
It was just fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Again, you think adults know everything, so I wasn't that scared.
Right.
But because my mom was scared enough for all of us.
Right.
She's just losing her
My
mind.
children are gonna get rabies. We're gonna have to put the kids down.
And now I'm thinking about this poor guy, our neighbor. They were like our friends, our neighbor
Sure.
friends. This dude doesn't have enough with his family. He's got to come over
Right.
and like handle
look,
handle
I'm-
this family. He's got to like get a bat out of a house.
Right. Look, my daughter might need an abortion. I don't have time. We're dealing with we're Catholic and we're dealing with other things. All right, yeah. Let me get this bat. Let me.
Yeah, they were Lutheran, and the guy
We're
stepped
Lutheran.
up. Say what you want about the Lutherans.
Yeah,
They show up when you need them.
that's awesome.
They got their 91 grievances or whatever. But what was that thing called? What are the Lutherans?
Oh, are those the
Martin
ones
Luther.
where they nailed it
Yeah,
to
they nailed it like, hey,
the church's
Catholic
door?
church.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
We got 99 problems, but a religion ain't one.
The 95 Theses.
95.
There it
theses.
is.
I'm surprised I knew that.
There it
much.
is. It's
I got-
95.
I got one number right out of the thing.
Yeah.
By the way, this girl that got bit by this
Yeah.
bat was an actress. She was Cindy Lou Who in the Jim Carrey Grinch movie.
Wow.
There you go, Cindy Lou.
She went on to become a model and was on Gossip Girl.
Okay.
And started a band called The Pretty Reckless, which people seem to like. so.
Okay.
Yeah, Gossip Girl.
There we go.
I didn't watch it when it was on, but
Mm-hmm.
I watched. You watch everything during the pandemic. Kind of a cool show. Kind of like
Yeah.
cool indie rock of the time, early 2000s.
Right. And it's a TV show or series, right?
It's a TV show about rich kids in Manhattan, but then of course you have the outsiders from Brooklyn.
Of course.
But these outsiders, they're no slouches either. They live in this huge loft. They got like a photography.
They
career.
have an unbelievable loft.
Yeah, of course. Like
that
it
they
costs
can
like,
afford. Yeah.
It's $1 million,
Yeah.
$2 million
right.
lease on that. Or,
That's where
what do you
TV
even call a mortgage? I don't even know what you call.
Yeah, a
That-
mortgage that you're never going to get the thing at the end.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's called rent.
Welcome to Economy Talk
Yeah.
with Matt and Craig.
Welcome back to You're Fucked.
That is.
Yeah. Welcome to being born now.
Welcome back to. You still got 20 years to dig out of this shit. Good luck.
Good luck. kid.
Before your kids inherit your debt.
Ugh.
That is a career path for child actors. There's also
Sure, yeah.
Jenny Lewis from Rilo Kiley. Do you know this?
What's Rilo
This
Kiley?
woman It's another indie rock band from the early 2000s.
Oh, okay. I remember those.
But it had
guys.
two child actors in it.
Oh.
One was Jenny Lewis, and the other was like her co-star, or like some other guy, some other actor. And then they made a band out of that.
Nice.
And then she ditched his ass and now has a solo career.
She does.
Yep.
All right.
I like this.
Go get your money, girl.
I like this Susie Lou Boo. Who?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for her.
She kept her cool.
Well, I've seen this girl several times, and then it just happened. The bat thing happened to come up, and I was like, "Oh, here's that girl again." And turns out Cindy Lou.
I love it.
That movie's a huge hit in our house.
Is it still?
Oh, my kid loves that movie.
Good.
Yeah, I have a weird kid.
Well,
well, I wouldn't say
not
weird.
really.
I would say she was raised by two maniacs, and
who were into some fantastical
and she's
television.
pretty much like us, yeah. So we all watch cinema together.
Yeah, and like everybody was into Dr. Seuss as a kid. They still play the cartoon on network TV around
It's
Christmas.
still good stuff.
Yeah.
It's still good stuff.
Do we have any more clips to inspire conversation? To fill the hour? What's that old expression? How are we going to fill this fucking hour?
How are we going to fill this hour? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
This is, I want to say Ohio.
Okay.
They wanted to do the most balloons ever released in a city, right?
Okay.
Which started out, no problem, 1 billion something balloons.
It was a tremendous moment of triumph for the city of Cleveland.
Oh my God, poor
But
Cleveland.
then the rain came and the wind, and it pushed all the balloons back down into the city. Like, just, it went to the airport, it went to the streets, it went into the water. Like,
oh my God.
and
What year is this? The late 80s or something?
this is somewhere in the 70s.
This is 1996.
Oh.
That's just what
Totally
Cleveland
off.
television looks like
That's great.
in the 90s.
Yeah, I thought it was like WKRP. Oh, and then this.
Is this another one?
No, it's the same one. So these two fishermen were missing at the same time.
Yeah.
And when they went to look for them, they got this in the water. And so they're like, well, it's hard to look for somebody bobbing around with all these balloons.
This is a weird phenomenon, and we did it when I was a kid in the 80s. Somehow we went to the library.
Yeah.
We watched Lord of the Rings, the cartoon, like every year.
Same.
I think this was in my school. It must be the one film that was distributed
Yeah.
to libraries.
Because, yeah, we watched it all the time. It's like one of my favorites.
And yeah, it's kind of why the movies were so successful in a way, because we
Yeah.
all had this this ground laid where we knew
Right.
about The Hobbit.
The Hobbit, yeah.
Like, I didn't read the book, did you? When you were a kid, did you?
Because I liked that animation so much.
Yeah, right.
I was like, yeah, let's watch this.
But there was one time where we did this. We all, like, I think, put a message in the balloons or something, and we all like, we
sent the
popped up,
message off?
we let all these balloons up,
That's great.
and then
Nothing.
it's not like we had like LoJack on them or something.
Right,
They're just gone.
right.
I live in the sticks. They're not gonna. There was no big buildings. You see in that Cleveland thing?
Yeah.
They were in Tower City. I know those buildings.
Oh, right.
I go to Cleveland a lot. Those buildings are huge, obviously.
Yeah.
And so you have
for
something
sure.
to like. You can really watch the balloons go up, and you can watch them go back down with the fucking rain.
Right.
But this was just all right. Let's just send some trash out into our beautiful countryside. People don't know that when we were kids, we were the first generation that was taught, I think, that litter was bad.
Yeah.
I guess there weren't enough people, and there weren't enough McDonald's around
Right.
for litter to be a thing before the 70s.
But yeah, I think, I don't know, or if it was just that it finally caught up to where somebody was like, look, we're trashing this country.
I think that's what it was.
Because it was bad.
Yeah, and so like tons of public service announcements
Yes.
went out.
Woodsy the Owl.
Woodsy, yeah. What did he say?
So, give a hoot, don't pollute.
Yeah.
Because I was
That's what it was,
I
yeah.
was talking to my kids. See, because all that stuff's gone away.
Sure.
Right?
It's just a given now.
Yeah. It's just a given that you don't be a savage and just throw
Yeah.
shit out the window. So I told my kid, I was like, yeah, well, we need to bring Woodsy the Owl back.
Yeah.
And she's all, what? What's Woodsy the Owl? I go, well, you know about Smokey the Bear, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but what is Smokey? And I go, don't start forest fires. She goes, okay. And then she goes, he lives in the woods. I get it.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't have a shirt.
I go, now he's buffed out with no shirt on.
Right.
Yeah. And I said, Woodsy the Owl used to say, give a hoot, don't pollute.
Yeah.
She's just all, hold on. So she has to Google it right there, watches it, starts laughing her ass off, and she's like, that's awesome. And yeah, they should bring him back.
It worked.
They
also had the one that I didn't really see, but it's constantly referenced, was the Native American.
And then
crying.
I told her about the Native American guy.
Because there's so much trash.
So she was laughing at the Woodsy the Owl, and I said, all right. I go, look up crying Native American trash.
Yeah.
And she's just all, why? I go, just do it. Just do it. She looked that up, and she laughed till she was crying. She's like, this is so great. And I was like, yeah, that was our propaganda.
This shit was effective, though. And there's an
worked.
expression people still use, which is don't mess with Texas.
Right.
I think that's the expression.
Yeah.
That was a trash campaign.
Was that a trash?
Yeah, it wasn't like a don't fuck with us
That's
campaign.
what I thought it was. I just thought it was a don't tread on
Yeah.
me shit.
No, it's don't mess with Texas.
Don't
like
mess with Texas.
don't mess.
Don't be trashing.
They were like talking to their own.
right.
Like, we're all Texans. Don't mess
Let's
up
keep
our
it
state.
clean.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because like the Simpsons does the Springfield, making fun of the pollution and the river on fire.
The nuclear energy, which was in my town too.
Like
we
that
had
happened.
we had a big nuclear power plant.
Right.
But I've heard of places, I forget who told me,
So-
where it really affected the wildlife and whatnot.
So there's a guy, and I can't remember his name. I wish I could remember his name. But have you seen The Last of the Mohicans?
I have not seen that, no.
Huh?
But listen, there's still time.
There's time. And
Before this podcast even comes out, there's still time. So,
I
Craig,
highly recommend to anybody.
Craig, I am going home. I'm going to watch it tonight. And yes, the answer is yes. I have seen it. By the time people are watching this,
That's
I've seen
awesome.
it. Daniel Day-Lewis was amazing.
He was.
Amazing.
Yes, he was. So
I feel like that's safe to say.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the main guy that's with him in it, he's the leader of he's the last of his people.
Yeah.
The last of the Mohicans.
Right.
This guy.
Now it's starting to make sense.
Right. So
Yeah.
this guy was.
I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So this guy, he was in the 70s. He was part of that whole AIM, American. It's the Native movement.
Yeah.
Right. So he was one of the heads of that.
Right.
I want to say no, I'll just get his name wrong. Anyway, I listened to this great speech. I was high. I was driving somewhere, and he was giving this speech somewhere, and he's really funny.
Yeah.
But it's also he brings that like indigenous just their intelligence and the way they look at the earth and
Right.
everything.
Philosophy is much more enlightened than a lot
and
of
how they
people.
can just mock the shit out of the way we live.
Sure, yeah.
Because we don't even think about that stuff.
We're consumers.
Right.
We are consumers, and they dwell.
Yeah.
They're dwellers.
They dwell and they share the earth
Yeah.
with the earth, whatever. But he was talking about back then that he would go someplace and he goes, I'm going to tell you something. He goes, I told to an old chief when I came back from the city. He goes, what did you see? And I said, well, the river was on fire. And he goes, that guy started laughing so hard. He goes, all these poor white people. He goes, they don't even know what to do. How do you put out a fire on a river?
Right.
What, throw more water on it?
Right. What a
And the
great
guy,
metaphor.
Yeah, and the guy just thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you did?
Yeah.
This is what you've done to
It
this
is funny.
country? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But then that guy also said something, I was like, whoa. He said, people get sad when their houseplants die. He goes, well, let's look at it. He goes, you took something that was flourishing outside, brought it in your house, and watched it die. He
Right.
goes, the good news is it's dead, and now it can go back with its brothers. He goes, just go throw it in the dirt.
Right.
And I go, wow,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
But guess what? I ain't throwing it in the dirt.
No.
I'm throwing it in the trash can.
It's going in the trash,
It's gonna
my
be
man.
dumb. This nature is now trash. I turned it into trash.
Exactly.
I turned something biodegradable into trash.
Oh my god, dude.
I was writing a script, and the way I showed that a character was crazy was that I had her just litter, because it's so unacceptable nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And I even know someone who I'm very fond of this person.
Yeah.
But I've seen her litter 3 times.
Openly.
Once out of my car.
Just threw it out
And
the
I'm
window.
like, what the fuck is going on with this? It's one of my wife's friends. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with your friend?
Holy
like, who
shit.
litters?
Yeah,
Who
dude,
litters?
Who litters?
Who litters in 2024?
Like, that's crazy.
It's insanity.
That is crazy.
And since I mentioned it, my wife saw her do it.
And then she
again.
was appalled. She
Yeah.
was like, damn
She saw her do it. You know how once you know something, you can see it more?
Yes.
So they're just walking down the street. You know, they were splitting up a pack of gum, right?
Okay.
Everybody else puts the gum wrapper in their pocket.
Yes.
This girl just throws it on the trash.
Wow.
And when you walk around New York City on Monday morning, you go, who the fuck is littering?
Right.
And
These
it turns
fucking
out I
animals.
know
You
somebody.
know one of them.
And that's like, just to show you how common it was, Anchorman takes place in the 70s.
Right.
And one of the scenes that's so funny is the 4 of them are walking up. They're in the park.
Right.
They're on this nice grassy hill.
Yeah.
It's hard to come by in San Diego.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're
for
eating ice
sure.
cream or something, and they just throw all their litter on the ground. And
it's-
they don't say anything about it.
It's so 70s,
Yeah,
though.
it's so 70s.
I wrote a scene, and this is just directly out of my childhood.
Yeah.
And I was doing a thing about, where I'm from. And
Yeah.
And the scene was, hey, we're barreling down, the highway. And I'm like, Dad, I got to pull over. We're in the desert. And he just saw, I got to go pee. And he just finishes his beer, hands me the bottle, which in real life, it was just a soda. My dad doesn't drink beer.
Right.
Hands me the empty bottle. I pee in it while he's driving.
Yeah.
Which, that's no easy task.
Is a bottle
Yeah.
like a glass 12-ounce bottle?
Yeah, like a regular.
Right. So even as a kid, like, your dick won't really fit in that.
Yeah,
you gotta kind of press up against the manhole.
Exactly.
You know, and like just kind of hope for the best. Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't ask me how I know.
Right. So you fill that thing almost
Yeah.
all the way up, and you're holding it, and my dad's just, I'm like, what do I do with it? Throw it out the window. Of course. So you just chuck it out on the, shatters on the freeway.
Oh my God, a glass
Oh yeah,
bottle.
dude. And my dad just like, fuck yeah.
It's a fucking piss grenade.
It is. And you're just like thinking back. I was just like, Jesus. There's so many
It's
things
great.
my kid will never experience.
It's great. And then cigarettes are the loophole in trash. Like,
Everybody-
people don't really feel that bad about
It's
smokers.
acceptable.
Don't really feel that bad about
Right.
just like putting a cigarette out wherever.
Right.
And the rap is they're biodegradable, but are they? I mean, are they really?
They're
I mean,
not.
maybe after like 30 years or something.
they're
Those
not.
filters? What are they made of? Fucking maple leaves?
Yeah, those cotton fibers. Yeah,
Yeah, no fucking way.
No,
That's
that ain't breaking
That's
down.
just once you're smoking cigarettes, you've kind of given up
Yeah.
on certain things.
yeah,
One is your own health,
yeah. Right.
and that just kind of transfers.
Speaking
to-
of trash, I'm trashing my body.
I've been a smoker before, and you just really can't wrap your head around the fact that there's no smoking section in a restaurant anymore. You're like,
Yeah.
they can't deal with a little secondhand smoke. I smoke a pack a day. Like, what's
Right.
their fucking problem?
I still have.
You get in a
those-
different mentality. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I still have those people
Yeah.
because I used to smoke.
Yeah.
Like a fucking chimney.
Right.
I haven't smoked in probably 8 years,
Yeah.
9 years, and there'll be people at Union Station smoking. I'm all, hey, smoking. You can't smoke here. Like, 'cause they're always standing in front of the no smoking sign.
Yeah. Right.
Every fucking time.
And now that you work at a place like this, I don't get adults breaking rules.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You're a grown ass man, dude.
Everyone thinks they're above it. Everyone
Yeah.
thinks that's not for me.
Right.
That's no big deal.
Right.
Or they're just playing the game where I'll break all the rules until I get caught.
Yeah.
Fine. You want to play
exactly.
that game? Don't come at me with attitude.
Right.
I don't know. So how does it go with you?
9 out of 10. It's fuck you.
Yeah.
is usually the
Right.
response. Fuck yourself.
Right.
Or they're cool. They're all, where's Smokey?
Yeah.
I go, you can do anything you want over there by that homeless guy on the corner.
See him doing whatever
Yeah,
he
you
wants.
see him over here
You can
laying
go do
down.
whatever you want
You
over
can
there.
go over there and you could light a fire. You can smoke crack like he is.
You could get a
Yeah.
potpourri of smoking sources.
Yeah. You can openly shoot heroin right there. Right over there. And that's no one cares.
Be careful though. You can't see the train schedule from there.
But you might miss your train.
It's crazy. Do we have any more clips?
No, that was it.
That was it.
That
All
was
right.
it. All right.
Can we go to our movie reviewer, Eric Allen Wendell?
Nice.
This is a nice. I like the chilled out
Yeah, chilled out.
skeleton
Great, dude.
crew.
Skeleton
Just like old
crew.
times.
There it is. Two guys working the night shift.
Too bad the Herald Examiner isn't still in business.
Damn.
We could do this on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
But this time of year in that building
Hot as
was
Hades
like
balls.
a sauna. You could open the window, but there was no air conditioning whatsoever.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
was-
great if we went to the Zoom and Wendell's got a bat like on his neck?
Like he's ready to go.
Like this turns out this podcast is scripted. No, he's got like a bat, like a bat sucking on his neck. He probably does have a baseball
Right.
bat.
No, he definitely.
He's definitely got a hammer.
Yeah, and he's his crowbar. Like, who owns a crowbar?
Well, he explained it to us last week
Sure.
as part of his grip
Yeah.
situation.
I don't know. I've worked on set for 10 years.
My philosophy is if you're waving a crowbar at somebody, you better intend to use it. It's like a gun.
Yeah, it is.
You can't, because once they come
You
for
can't
you
come
with that,
back after that threat.
you've really got to hit them with the crowbar.
Yeah, and I know plenty of people that I grew up with. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring out something like that, they're like, "It's on, fool."
Yeah, like
They're coming at you.
It's just like Dirty Harry make
Yeah.
my day. It's like,
It
oh,
is.
you just said the magic
They're
words.
like, "Please make my day."
Yeah, there's
I
people-
actually want to go to prison.
There's people that want to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that Joe Pesci line, "I'll knock you out, and by the time I get out of, because I'm fucking stupid."
Why don't I explain it to you what it is I do?
'Cause I don't think you understand.
I'm gonna break your fucking head. What's he say? And then
Yeah.
by the time I'm getting out of prison, you'll be getting out of the hospital, and I'm gonna break your fucking head again.
Because I'm fucking.
Because that's me.
'cause
I'm
that's
fucking
me.
stupid.
I'm fucking stupid.
Wendell, what's up?
Uh-oh.
I got to get down to Torrance and set up Wendell with my mic now that we have the studio.
Yeah, my sound's not working.
Now it is.
I don't get it. I
It
have the earbuds and everything.
doesn't work every week. You know what I mean?
I know.
So, like, is there anything going on in between? Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah.
Like, are you testing this
All the
equipment
rest
ever?
of the week, my earbuds are connected to my cell phone.
So you haven't done any troubleshooting with this? You haven't Zoomed with
I
me?
know.
Well, usually if I
know what it
turn off
is. You got to
the
turn off the
Bluetooth
Bluetooth
on my cell
homie.
phone and turn it on my iPad, it just connects just like that. But
I'm coming down to Torrance. I'm getting in that apartment. Craig, are you envious? I'm going to see the
Yeah.
inside of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to see the inside of that place over there.
Thank God you didn't just make it a field trip.
Finally, and I'm going to set you up with our mics so that the audio's
Oh,
better.
there you go, dude.
And we don't have to do this. Oh, now we have no audio.
But it's
you can hear me, right?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe it's because it's
Yeah.
on an iPad instead of a laptop.
Yeah, maybe.
Or is that purely for recreational use?
I don't know. I don't think the audience cares too much. What are you reviewing?
Either.
I don't use my laptop anymore because I have
Okay.
that new PC behind me. Maybe I should start using that.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks for coming out to sound check, everybody. We're gonna try to get some more entertainment for you pretty soon.
Fucking sound
Okay,
check.
so we're
This
still
guy.
coffee bean. We're still a coffee bean family. Is that right?
Well, today I had to go to Starbucks.
Ooh.
I didn't have time. There's a Starbucks drive-through like less than a mile away,
So
so I
you,
cruised over and got me a Trina chocolate cream
So
cold
it's
brew.
like seeing your old girlfriend.
Yeah. Is it awkward?
Yeah.
You know, it was actually a pleasant experience. One of the people that remembered me from a previous location I used to frequent daily was there, recognized my voice in
What?
the drive-through,
Wow.
and said, "Hey, Eric, how you doing?"
What?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
$1 got a tip, right? They got $1.
Oh yeah, no, it's a cool guy that used to take my order at the other place. Very nice, pleasant experience. Yeah, it was
Weird.
great.
Wow, you've gone there so much. There's no place I walk into and they like know my name.
You know what's weird is like people do know more than you think they do though. Like if you go someplace at least once
That's
a week,
true.
people know shit about you. And like I'm picking up on this at the pool. Like I know like the lifeguards probably talk about me because I
Right.
go there so much.
Sure.
And I've had like slight little was I a dick run-ins with this person and that
So then
person.
they talk about it.
and they're
That's
probably
so
like
good.
this fucking guy with the hairy back
That's so good.
and the fucking pass. I got a pass. As soon as I turn 50, I get a 30-day pass for $25. Can you believe that, Wendell?
You do?
I believe it.
You don't even have to wait to 55.
No,
Or
50.
56.
I'm a senior citizen in August.
Shoot.
Yeah. Pretty
I
good.
think it's 50,
Wow.
right? Yeah.
No, that's not really
No,
senior citizen.
not.
You're not really. You're a senior at 65.
Yeah. I'm not getting those discounts
No.
yet.
I guess I'm thinking of like the AARP card. I haven't looked into it, but can't you get that at 50
56.
or no?
I think it's 56. Trust me.
Oh,
they're-
is it?
They're
Okay.
sending me a lot of literature. I'm
This-
like, pump the brakes.
This younger woman at the pool, like when I was buying, because I got a pass for $88 since I'm 49,
Okay.
and I was like, I said to my wife, I go, oh, when it's 50 in 2 months, $50, and the woman, the young woman behind the counter goes, see, there's an upside to being 50.
That's too good, dude.
And I knew she'd never understand, but I wanted to tell her, there's like 800 advantages
There's a whole bunch of upsides
to being 50.
Yeah, yeah.
As depressing as the mirror is, and as much as I feel life has passed me by,
Right.
I don't know if I could really go back to. I could go back to 20 with this knowledge. I couldn't go back to being as stupid as I was when I was 20. I just would not enjoy that.
You know, dude.
But you'd be stupid, so you wouldn't know.
That's true. You would
Yeah.
be too dumb to
Yeah.
even care.
Mm.
The amount.
I would
of,
love to be 20 again, man. I don't know.
the amount of things I don't give a shit about now.
Yes.
Is amazing. Like it bounces off me like bullets bounce off Superman.
Yeah.
People come up to me stressed. And I'm all, sounds accurate.
I know it's like you get a lot more big picture when you get older.
You really
go,
do.
Like, well, I paid my rent this month, and
Boom.
I had 3 meals today.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this a fucking victory.
Yeah.
You
Right?
know?
I'm like, I'm overweight, but I'm not this guy who's digging cigarette butts out of the fucking trash can.
The point is, always find somebody who has
Yeah.
it worse than you every day.
That's exactly how I
and,
roll.
and enjoy their misery.
Yeah.
Over your convenience.
Right?
The glass is half full, Craig.
My wife said the funniest. She had her operation,
Mhm.
right? Big deal, open heart surgery. Totally has changed her.
Tell me.
Like totally has changed her. She's not as negative. She's not as worried. She's not as stressed out. And part of that was because her heart is telling her body like shit's not right.
Yeah.
Right? So she's always stressed about whatever, but she
Yeah.
doesn't really know what she's stressed about.
This is before, right?
This is before.
Yeah.
So now, all that's kind of just gone, right?
That's
now
nice.
it's just some real. If something real stressful is happening, sure, but she's not like making up stress and being stressful. And then, but then another thing happened the other day. Like there's this woman that's always gets on the elevator with us, and she used to get on our nerves, big time.
Right.
Older lady, she can be bitchy.
Uh-huh.
And Karen would always talk a little shit about the lady.
Sure.
And she was really nice to her and her dirty dog the
Uh-huh.
other day. And I was like, right away, I was all like, oh, I know all this shit's bugging the hell out of Karen.
Right.
She got off the elevator and Karen just goes, I feel sorry for that lady. She goes, I think she has a hard life. And I go, yeah, I totally agree. And then Karen just looked at me so disappointed and she goes, I don't like who I've become. And I just started laughing because it's just like the funniest thing.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody was like, fuck, why do I care about people?
What's with all this empathy?
Yeah, exactly.
Why? Why me? Why me?
Why me? Why is this what happens?
I wanted about 3 minutes of entertainment. I wanted to make some jokes.
Totally. We could have
Nothing
talked
even
mad
popped
shit.
into my head.
Yeah, dude. It was, the look on her face was too good. I was just like, uh-oh.
Wendell, have you seen the video where like the guy at the McDonald's drive-thru is throwing coffee in the drive-thru, and then the woman takes out a hammer and cracks the guy's windshield?
I've seen videos similar to, I don't know if I've seen this particular one, but I've seen people just doing dumbass shit in drive-thrus like that all the time. Like trying to reach in the window and like grab the employee and shit. Like,
it's the drive-thru lane. It's not the getaway lane. Like you're not just going to be able to get away just because.
right.
Like there's probably a car in front of you. Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with these people?
They always got cameras. That's
Yeah.
solid. Nowadays,
I'll make you famous.
yeah, dude. Ring cameras don't cost nothing.
Oh yeah. There's one on this water camp.
Yeah,
It's the water
you can't
camp
get away
camp.
with the shit we used to get away with.
No.
We used to roll the mall with wire cutters and shit and go to tape roll.
Right.
Can't do that shit no more.
'Cause
Your ass will be in jail.
People think like, oh, this house doesn't have a ring camera, but you forget there's a whole block of possible ring cameras. Somebody used to piss by our door
Really?
at the apartment,
Sure.
like almost daily for a while.
Okay.
And we were like, it was a huge dog. Right?
Oh, okay.
Then it was getting in the elevator, and I go, okay, there's like 2 dogs on this floor.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's tiny.
Yeah.
No tiny dog has this much piss.
Right.
So then we realize it's this crazy kid who's got this insane bitch mom. I haven't even never talked about this insane person.
Uh-huh.
So then we got a ring camera. That's a wrap. No more dog piss. No more people piss.
Did they see the camera?
You walk past it and it goes bing, and you look over and you're like, yeah, you're on camera, motherfucker.
Yeah. Right.
Keep walking.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Good for you, man. And
Yeah.
how much did it cost you?
That was, let's say, to get the whole thing going, $100.
And think of it as a permanent air freshener.
Love it.
You know, you don't have to replace the tree in your
Yep.
car. You
Wow,
got
that's pretty cheap.
The camera on
Nobody's
$100. Fuck
nobody's
yeah.
stealing my Amazon packages.
It's beautiful.
Yep. No one's
Nobody-
hanging out in front of my door.
No one's pissing on there.
Yeah. You'll see some
Fuck,
people.
maybe I need to get one. I
Oh.
can watch the bullets fly by or something. I
Yeah.
can see the car getting stripped
I'm
outside.
telling you,
robbed
bro.
or stolen.
Put it in slow-mo.
I'm telling you, people
Yeah.
do not fuck around when
I
that
don't-
camera's there.
I think at a certain point that rent isn't making much sense anymore, Wendell. Once they're once the chop shop is
Well,
opening on your
Yeah.
I got a
driveway.
metal door.
Yeah.
I got one of the metal doors like everyone else that lives in a neighborhood like this.
Wow.
So, I mean, you're not getting through that. Right?
I'll
I mean,
tell
the bullet
you.
will, I guess. But
So when my boss has me go scout for houses for filming, she says if there's metal on the windows or metal on the doors,
Yeah.
she's like, keep going.
Yeah, I mean that's
Don't even bother.
that's from Friday. Like, Mama!
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. I had a metal door at my old apartment.
Oh,
and,
so did we.
and like amateurs would just slam the shit out of it. Like,
Bam!
boom! It's like, God,
Yeah,
Dude,
that shit's loud.
who's slamming my door,
My neighbor
Smokey?
next door does that all the time.
Yeah.
They don't. These motherfuckers don't know how to close a door. They walk outside, bam, bam, bam.
I just said the
and
magic
I'm sitting
words.
here on my couch. I'm like, you motherfuckers,
Triggered.
Learn how to close the door, and I know they can hear me. I guess they just do it on purpose.
Dude,
That's
why do you
hilarious.
not have an OnlyFans where you just sit on your couch and curse at the neighbors? I guarantee you could make way more money than this podcast
Oh,
altogether.
they'd be like, "Are we gonna see some
I don't know.
ass?"
Maybe I need that.
You'd
Is
see
there
my-
a market for that angry
I'm sure
old
Yeah,
there
man,
is.
yeah, I
sitting
have a
on
market.
couch
I have a
screaming?
market for it. It's called patreon.com/the full charge. Do us a favor,
I need to
Wendell.
get a cane to shake in the air and hit the wall with or something.
Coming
Just-
soon, buddy.
Just tape yourself. I'll edit it. I will. We need to put something on the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Hey, when you retire, are you gonna go
Huh?
back to West Virginia?
He's not going back.
Wait, say that again. Am I going to go back to West Virginia for
Hold
what?
on.
What?
First of all, can you retire ever?
Right. Right.
Secondly, he wants to know if you're going to West Virginia when you retire.
Yeah, like, what are you going to do,
No.
dude? You're going to stay in Torrance and just be the angry
Yeah,
old
dude,
white guy?
I love California. I'm never going back to the East Coast.
I mean,
Fuck that.
Give it up.
I hear you.
Give it up.
I hear you.
And that's why I will never be able to retire, because it costs a fortune to fucking live in this.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
city.
dude. You could go
No
back.
judgment. I mean, none of us can.
Like, how much acreage does your mom and dad have?
92 acres.
Are you serious? Are
Well,
It's in the middle of
Hey.
fucking nowhere. It looks like a national park.
Yeah,
amazing.
dude. I'm done. I'm gone.
Turns out you can retire.
Fuck. Well,
I would have to drive 2 hours to get one of these.
Yeah, but
yeah.
but sell an acre and get your own espresso
Get a
machine.
Keurig, dog.
Dude, you could just start
Dude.
selling off acres.
You're walking
It's a
around
bankrupt
buck
state.
naked, dude.
No one's gonna buy an acre, or they can't. They've been trying to sell the place for years.
Who has?
They
His
will never
parents.
get what they deserve.
Oh,
for-
your parents? Yeah. Well, what'd they pay for it? $10, $15 back in 1975?
Sack of beans.
You know what? I don't
sack of
remember.
beans
It was,
and a jug of
I
whiskey.
think they only paid maybe 150K or something back in the day.
Wow.
They've had it since '94.
For
I think.
92 acres, dude. You could set part of that on fire. No one's even going to come to put it out.
Oh,
Like, they don't even
you
care.
can set the whole thing on fire. No one's going to come to put it out. They're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I think they have their own fire department with that much land, don't they?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's called Mom and Dad Wendell. That's the fire department.
Do you are you an only child?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, not to throw this at you, but just to let you know, that's yours. So when they die,
I get it.
Yeah, someone's calling you and you're like, "Hey, you
Do you think?
got to come out here and take care of this."
I mean, the problem is, I got screwed over by a major airline back in the day that I've talked about.
Heard
numerous
about
times,
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That went bankrupt. They moved all their assets to the parent company and were bankrupt. So I lost all my pension and everything else. So I will
What?
never be able
I think
to
the only
retire,
thing in quotes is pension.
even if I have a free house to live in.
Really, dude? You can't get any of that back? You can't get
No, it went to the PBGC, which I don't remember what it stands for. It's a government agency in DC that takes over bankrupt company pensions like Enron,
Okay.
etc.
Yeah.
And I called them last year when I was at my parents' house because I was just curious. We were driving somewhere and I had 2 hours to kill in the back seat of my.
You were
parents'
driving
car.
from one,
I'm like, you know, I'm
one
gonna
side of the
call
property to the
PBGC.
other.
Yeah.
The back 40. Oh.
I called the lady up in DC. She's like, "Yeah, when you're retirement age, or I think it was 55 or 60 or whatever it was, you'll be able to get $216 a month from your United Airlines pension.
We'll get you a pool pass and everything. Yeah.
Well, hey, dude. Out on that
Party restart.
out on that 92 acres, dude, you'll be living like a goddamn king, dude. Beating
$200 a month. That almost covers my Starbucks monthly bill.
No. You got to let that go. You're eating hot dogs, but still, you got 92 acres. And is the house? They have a house,
Oh yeah, of course.
right? Like a nice 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom?
1, 2, technically 3-bedroom
Dude.
if you want.
Buddy, we're moving in there. We're going to start the studio
Come on,
in the third
dude.
bedroom.
What?
There's not even, if you want to threaten your neighbors with a crowbar, you got to fly to the neighbor's house.
Think about
Dude.
it.
You know? And by then,
You
you're
don't
not even mad anymore.
In
Yeah.
West Virginia, you don't threaten your neighbors with crowbars.
No.
You threaten them with AR-15s,
Yeah, I know.
AK-47.
No, you go trick or treating with an AK-47. You
Yeah.
threaten them with the fucking bazooka.
Yeah. Don't bring a crowbar to a Desert Eagle AK-47 fight. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Truer words were never spoken.
That's pretty great, dude. I mean, and you could probably get you some fucking opioid princess out there who's, just out of rehab or something. She'd gladly live in one of those bedrooms. And
I bet there's one right up the street
She's
in a
waiting.
trailer nearby.
she's waiting for you, dude.
Make sure you get the dental plan first from that airline
Yeah.
Yeah.
before you get this opioid shit.
solid. That's
Right.
solid.
That's the only advice I have. That's the only advice I have for
That's
this.
solid, dude.
I mean, if she's decent, if she's good looking enough, missing teeth could be a bonus.
She'll
It could
be
be a
good looking.
benefit.
That's true.
Not to
And I think
sully the podcast here with some tainted imagery or whatever you want to call that.
Mhm.
right. What? I just don't even know. No, I don't know what to do with that in this day and age.
Sorry.
No, I know. It's like you can't even make fun of crackheads anymore.
Right?
It's punching down.
Hey, come on, dude. It's it's a disease.
Yeah, it's a disease. So.
Dude, I miss my old
So is
shirt. Remember my old
gingivitis.
shirt? I only date crack whores. I got to get that back out of the closet and
I
dust that baby
only
off.
date crack whores.
Yeah.
What?
I like
are
upsetting
how
people
are you
and
still
making them
single,
uncomfortable.
dude?
So that makes me happy, you know. I don't care about their PC bullshit. I mean, I don't say stuff on here, you know, I don't want to mess up our show. But like if someone's upset with me about a shirt I have on, thank you. Good. You know?
I love.
I don't care.
You're a very unique person.
You're
You're a lib with MAGA energy.
Yeah, dude. That's what's always
It's very
baffled
funny.
me. It's fucking
I'm kind of moderate,
hilarious.
you know. I'm not crazy on either direction, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
That's fair.
But
I think that is fair.
I'm like Craig now. Craig doesn't give. Well, I've always been like that. Craig doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's like, whatever, this is going on. Who cares? But I've always kind of been like that. The only thing that really upsets me is traffic.
Wendell had like a necklace and it was just an M16.
Oh yeah.
I still have it.
I think you've worn it like to tapings
He wore it
before.
on the,
yeah.
Yes, he's worn it on the podcast.
That's
Yeah. I think I got
that's
that.
like a
Where did I
fruitcake
get
in
that?
West
Did I get that
Virginia.
at
You just
Universal
give
City
that
Walk?
as a gift on Christmas.
No, maybe I didn't get it at Universal City Walk. I got a dollar sign,
Oh.
sparkling dollar sign at Universal City Walk one time, like 10 years ago, 15
I'm
years
pretty
ago.
sure Ice-T is wearing both those items in one of his album covers. Almost positive.
6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Lights in my face.
Cop killer. There's a great before we get to your movie review, great Lollapalooza documentary on Paramount Plus. Don't want to get
Ooh.
too into that right now, but do want to recommend it because the beginning of it is all about Jane's Addiction and the first tour, which Lollapalooza was really Jane's Addiction's farewell tour.
Right.
But it was so successful that they went on to do more. Anyway, we don't have much
I
time.
want to watch that. What's it called?
It's called Lollapalooza, I think. It's on Paramount Plus. It's a 3-part documentary.
Luckily, they don't keep it confusing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll be
just call
watching
it what
that.
it is.
Lollapalooza, that's like the best concert series. I mean, I got to go to 2. I wish I went to more.
I wish I went to more. I went to 2 good ones. I went to the 3rd one and the 4th one. And so that means I
Did
got
you ever go to HFS?
I never went to the HF Festival, but I did go to Lollapalooza and saw Green Day at noon, and then the other one I saw Rage Against the Machine at noon.
Wow.
That's a weird time to see Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, let's go tear shit up. Oh,
I'm
wait.
so jealous.
I haven't even had lunch
Yeah,
yet.
people weren't even
I never-
there yet. You know, it's crazy.
Wow.
Because they were the first band.
Sure.
Yeah.
I never got to see Rage. I'm jealous.
I seen them like 3 times, man. I saw them open for House of Pain when I didn't know who they were, and I saw them at Lollapalooza, and I think I saw them at like some kind of ballroom in Glen Burnie in Maryland.
Nice.
I remember Brian, my friend Brian from Korn.
Yeah, he was on. They were on Lollapalooza one year. I
Yeah,
think.
they were, and he talked about doing the Reading Festival with
Jane's Addiction,
no, the band you were just talking about.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, Too Much Pot. And he was saying, he goes, so you get this 300,000 people. He goes, we play, it's like this. People are just jumping, whatever.
Right.
He goes, Rage starts playing. He goes, everybody's in tune. Everybody's at the same rhythm. He goes, da-dun, da-dun.
Unison.
He's all at the same time. He goes, I don't know what's with our crowd.
Well,
They can't seem to get it together.
Korn's full of individuals. Rage is just like, we are the army. We are
Yeah.
your army.
Yeah, that dude could have set people loose
Mm-hmm.
if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's power.
I know. No, it was
Shit.
an amazing thing to see at Hammerjacks in Baltimore. It was just like my jaw was on the
Oh,
ground.
I'm sure.
What is this?
I'm sure.
Dude, we need him back in this day and age
He
with
doesn't
all the
want it.
bullshit politics. He needs to be back. He should have
doesn't want
fucking
it.
5 new albums written right now
I
with all
know.
the shit that's been
I
going
know.
on.
It's a shame.
He's not into it.
Wendell, we
unfortunate.
are almost out of time. Can you give us a movie review?
Yeah, it's something I saw a while back, and I remember I hinted to it maybe a couple episodes ago. I had another movie I had watched. It's not the one that Erwin thought it was. I think he thought I saw the new Ghostbusters, and I didn't. But I actually saw the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and that Guy Ritchie movie that was out.
Huh. I haven't
What?
seen that.
I don't think it's in the theater anymore. I
What's
looked
it
it up.
called?
You can watch it on Amazon Prime right now. It's a little overpriced at $20, but
Uh-huh.
it was very good. I don't know if you guys saw it.
No.
No. I'm
It's
unaware
loosely
of this
based
one.
on true story, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
And it's very interesting. Like, it's based on a book that was based on, I guess Churchill had a diary. Winston Churchill, the former leader of the United Kingdom there, back during the World War II days, had a private diary, and it was unclassified. I forget what year it was. They said several years ago or something. And he actually had a secret force, like Navy SEAL type force of these guys that they grouped together to go, and they were trying to disable the German U-boats that were in the ocean, like getting ready to attack and stuff, right? And that was their mission. They had to go disable this ship. I forget where the ship was, some island somewhere, and they had to go and disable this ship that's feeding the supplies to all the German U-boats that are in the ocean, like out and around the UK and all those areas, right? And so that they can help win the war. Because if they disable those U-boats, they're going to win the war, right? Or it's going to help them win the war. And there was this secret mission, and that's what the movie is based on. It's based on a secret, like they said loosely. So, but it's actually really cool, and it's actually the basis of the origins of Ian Fleming's 007 Bond books and movies. Cool. If you can believe that. It's fucking crazy.
So they do a lot of gambling and casinos and stuff while they did that?
No.
Dress nice.
Did they bang a bunch of spies?
None of that in this.
Got laid like a mother.
20-year-old women spies?
Like, I guess this group of guys, and some of these guys went on to do, like, crazy Bond type shit after this, and that's what Ian Fleming based his books on, is like this group of, like, some of these guys and shit. Like, that's what they said in the movie. You know what I mean?
You know,
so it's pretty crazy.
Britain started that
crazy
shit.
action. You got Henry Cavill, former Superman. You got Carrie Elways, who seems to show up in everything recently.
You know, they tried to do James Bond in America first, and they called him Jimmy Bond. And it's before Sean Connery.
Hey,
Jimmy Bond. He had an American accent.
Oh no!
Yeah, it didn't go. It didn't work.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could never have an American do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
What are you giving this movie, Wendell?
You know what? It was way more entertaining. My parents recommended it to me, so that was a red flag for me, because I don't enjoy anything that they
out
like.
On the 92, yeah.
Because they'll watch anything. They're stuck on their property all
Stuck
day.
out there.
Yeah.
It's always been the pandemic for them.
It's like, I don't know, shoot possums or watch this fucking thing.
Watch this fucking thing.
Let's watch this fucking thing, I guess. You want to go drive all day to get a coffee?
Yeah.
Let's go into town and get a latte.
Yeah, that'll take a day and a half.
Yeah, bring me that latte over here, boy. I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker off a fence post. Get that
woke ass
shit
coffee
away from me.
This gay coffee.
Coffee's supposed to make you woke, dummy.
Yeah. Hey. Ooh.
No, it was really good. They recommended it to me, but yeah, I mean, they're just, anything that's entertaining enough for them. They don't care about story and acting as much as I do. I'm very.
Are you reviewing your parents now?
I give my parents 2.5 stars.
Yeah, my parents. I'll give them 4. Yeah, but no, it was very good. I was very entertained. It has a lot of good people in it. It's got. What's that guy's name? The guy that plays the lead in the new Reacher series, Alan Ritchson, I think.
Okay.
He's
in it.
Fucking animal.
The old Henry Cavill, the former Superman, Carrie Elways, a few other people. And it was really good. It was really entertaining, lots of action. And it's cool that it's based on a true story. I was blown away to find out that 007 shit.
Does anyone get laid
There's
in the
little
movie?
paragraphs about it, Dan. I guess that's kind of a spoiler, so I kind of ruined that a little bit. But
ruin this part for me. Does anyone get laid in the movie?
Ooh, I don't think so. It's mostly just a bunch of guys, like a Navy SEAL team type,
man.
Hey, you never know how woke they want it to be, right?
You never know.
Yeah.
So this is the part now. Who wants to suck who
They didn't
off?
show
Would they be the
so
first
I
two
don't know.
sailors to gay off together? I
Yeah,
don't think so.
there you go. Right. We're on a deserted
never know.
island. I mean, no one's going to know.
Don't ask, don't tell. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What happens on the high seas stays on the high seas.
Yeah.
And on my iPhone.
And
Thanks for listening to the Full Charge Power Hour. We had a great time hanging with everybody listening, hanging with Wendell, hanging with Craig, hanging with me. And pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/the Full Charge. I'll be trying to get some footage of Wendell on his couch yelling and screaming at his neighbors.
that's good.
Peace.
Peace out, fam.
Out.